Yo, which one of you crybaby beep, did this? We all know you're proud of yourself, so come forward for your gravy boat queen. Fall upon this drumstick. Oh, I should fall upon this drumstick so that she will know you stand an internet loser who snitched on my Wakandan king. Snitches in the mist. It appears Biggest Mikey has been suspended for 7 days on Twitter. I mean, it might have something to do with him dropping the N-bomb in there. I don't know. I can't say for sure. You never know on Twitter. But it does coincide with something that has been, well, absolutely bonkers. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alex and welcome to the Irate Alex channel. And today, guys, we're starting a brand new show. Absolute Bonkers, a show that outlines just some bonkers stuff that's happened during the week. Hopefully every single Saturday. I'm trying this new thing where I'm actually consistent. I'll trial it for a week. We'll see what happens. So anyway, in the news recently, Chantal Marie, aka Foodie Beauty, aka Flobby Blobby, aka Floptimus Prime Rib, has not been very nice recently. She's not happy. She's not happy, ladies and gents. I'm sorry to report that to you. She's been fighting back against the scourge of reaction channels. The terrible people who provide constructive criticism just because they don't want you to, well, you know what happens to people who don't look after their health. It all started a few days ago in which Flobby Blobby, Foodie Beauty, took to her community tab for, well, a little bit of venting, shall we say. God, can you imagine if she actually vented during the summer, just okay, let's get to it. 3 days ago, if you haven't noticed, I ran on here and delete. No, I didn't notice it at all, Foodie Beauty. I delete because I realize that I'm doing exactly what these people want. People on the internet trying to get a rise out of me so that they have content. Those of you who have told me this over and over are right, because a couple of smaller reaction channels have private messaged me and asked me to display them next. These are always going to be people who are dedicated to disliking me, and I have to do me and ignore it. I don't get how people do drama on a daily basis. It is entirely exhausting. I would rather eat a meal on camera any day over talking about others for clout and views every day. That's not very nice, Foodie Beauty, is it? Not very nice at all. A terrible argument, if you ask me. A terrible argument. This argument, oh, you're just doing it for clout. You know, that argument can only really be used against somebody who presents himself as this moral arbiter of something, and then they're later found a hypocrite. You literally eat food on camera for a living, Foodie Beauty. You know that the mukbang genre is a very, very popular one. You know the caliber of character that is subscribed to you and why they watch you eat food on camera. You yourself have gotten into drama. You yourself know that when you post one of these community tabs and then later delete, sometimes within an hour, sometimes shorter, you know that that's going to get a reaction. The thing is that you know ALR does a lot of what she does, like leaving the comment section completely open, because she knows that would get her more views and more money. And who cares if somebody is just doing it for views and ad revenue? So, that's still not an argument. It still doesn't debunk or disparage what they said in their video, does it? It still doesn't prove them wrong, Chantal, does it? This is the thing that people have been trying to explain to you for a long time, and yet And if you take a nice stroll and a scroll through Chantal's community tab, you'll actually see the replies, the caliber of character, shall we say, of a subscriber that Chantal is, approving and hearting these comments as well. Of course, you have people like Fatty Gold, for example, the same character who had a monkey for an avatar. Just bear in mind, folks, Fatty Gold is parodying Charlie Gold, a black woman. So I'll let you come to your own conclusions there. I do find it somewhat amusing that Fatty Gold would call Charlie Gold a fat leech, and yet is standing and working on behalf of Chantal. If you don't think that's the case, I will prove that later in the video. Stick around. Also, I find it kind of funny that Fatty Gold has the audacity to go around calling people like Omegon a hypocrite, yet is contradicting themselves right here by saying who can't get views on her own content. Are you not using other people's content to make response videos, Fatty Gold? No, I don't know whether this comment may have ended up in the spam folder. You do have to approve comments for your community tab. You do it on your community tab on YouTube. But, there's this comment. It's been there for a while now. I'm surprised Chantal hasn't done anything about this comment, if I'm honest with you. After all, she was with a black man for quite some time, calling Charlie a gorilla. David Swanson, everybody. David Swanson. Okay, so after going back and forth on my channel for years now between mukbangs or food-related matter and opening up about my weight and struggles with food, I realize 100 that the two cannot coexist on this channel. Yeah, you are just now figuring this out, Chantal. Brilliant. I realize 100 that the two cannot coexist on this channel, and so I have decided to stay a mukbang channel. That's not going to help your food addiction, is it, Chantal? How do you expect to deal with a food addiction on a channel that is, it's eating food on camera? This does not mean I will not continue to work on myself. Everyone's working on themselves. Alright. I want to be on this platform as a fat person. What does that mean? And not feel like I have to answer to those questioning my health. Sorry, darling, you're on YouTube. No matter what you do, you're going to get people doing that, okay? Even, Candy, Hungry Fat Chick, she's never ever presented herself as a weight loss and health channel like you. And yet, if you go and look at her comment section, you'll see quite a lot of people, concern trolling. I know that's what you'd call it, but there's a lot of people who are concerned about it. So, I mean, even if you go look at the comment section on my video about Candy, apologizing to her, you'll see that there are some people that I end up in massive arguments with in the comment section because, in their mind, I should be calling her out. I want a personal life off camera. Okay, well, don't talk about it when you're on camera then. Don't have it so that it's on camera, Chantal. I want to be a fat person on the internet and have a space where my weight is not discussed. My channel. Well, you'll be there for a long time pruning those comments. Where I am not valued as a person based on my weight loss efforts. I can only repeat the same point over and over and over again, Chantal. I'm sick of feeling shame every time I eat something that is not a lean protein or green vegetable. Don't read your comments then. I'm going to continue to work on a plan that works specifically for me, but I will do all this off camera for now. Even if I don't, it is my choice. It is your choice. You can do what you will. And that's the great thing about us. We can criticize you as well. That's our choice. I have no doubt that this will disappoint many and goes against what I have said in my recent past. But this is my decision. Final decision. We'll see how long that lasts. I'm not saying I won't share some things like my move, etc. Okay, so that means you're immediately going to go against everything you've just said. Alright. No matter what, I still have to eat. And I would like to find a healthy way to do my job and work on myself. Well, people who have criticized you have offered you lots and lots of suggestions. Your own subscribers have offered you suggestions. I know this is possible. It absolutely is. I just haven't given anything a fair chance to work. Yeah, we know. So if you're disgusted by mukbangs, etc., and need to unfollow me, I understand. Chantal, how many times have people told you, your own subscribers, mind you, that have told you in a empathetic way, that have given you good advice? There are some videos made by bodybuilders, for example, that give you all the advice, all the dieting advice, all the exercise advice for somebody of your size. And what was it a few weeks ago on your community tab that I saw, the raw vegetable diet? You were like, oh, I'm going to try it. And then it was deleted within an hour. Oh, I can't do it. Chantal, you won't accept the advice, good advice on how to healthily lose weight at a nice rate. When someone like Stacy makes a parody video about you, that's funny. You leave a nice comment on the video. But when someone like, the Life of Free Spirit Callie, Charlie Gold, Michael B. Petty, who I'm fairly sure if I go and look for their channels, from a long time ago, they would have offered you good, constructive criticism that wasn't, in your face, it wasn't aggressive. If that isn't enough, and then also being mean and being direct isn't enough, then what is it that you'll listen to? Do you just need to keep working through this cycle that you keep having until you finally realize that, okay, I better start actually listening to these people? Otherwise, there will be dire consequences. Because that's the thing about the human body, Chantal, by the way. Your body will let you know when it's had enough of your crap, right? And not everyone is lucky enough to have a warning. And of course, if you scroll through the replies to this, you will see your favourite girl, Shani for Christ, in the comment section there, ladies and gents. Doing her usual, contradicting herself. But it didn't end there, folks. It didn't end there. The Life of Free Spirit, Callie, good friend, fantastic content creator, uploaded a video in which she pretty much summed up everything that's been going on with Chantal and Chantal's community post. Callie did talk about my community posts as well while she was there. Saying the only person who blows up a community tab more than Chantal is Alright Alex, and my feelings were hurt. I see you, Callie. I see you. But she also spoke about Fatty Gold, and how it's, very much, it's not really contested that this individual is very much, a nasty character fighting the great battle of Chantal's corner. Okay, I agree with everybody. I would certainly agree. Fatty Gold is a racist. There's no doubt about that to me. The way the videos are started with a big gorilla, the fact that there used to be a gorilla avatar, until they were called out for it, And I would say Fatty Gold's editing is shocking. They're some of the worst call-out videos I've ever seen. I mean that genuinely. Terrible editing. Okay, and I've also the arguments presented by Fatty Gold are pathetic. They are some of the cheapest, most pathetic gotchas I have ever seen. But we'll see that shortly, ladies and gents. I will, of course, link Callie's video down below. It's a great video. I do enjoy it a lot when Callie's just laughing her backside off throughout the entirety of a video. Now, this is something that did make me giggle. I left a comment on Callie's video saying sorry, and you may notice GG there in the replies to me. Now, I've been told that this is a well-known and confirmed account from Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, and she is sat there contesting me, criticizing me, which is fair enough. You can do that, feel free. But the arguments here are quite amusing, as she proceeds to call me misogynistic. Would you like to provide proof of me being misogynistic, I wonder, Chantal? Like the one where you said you don't believe any victims of sexual abuse without proof. That's not misogynistic. That's literally what the freaking police do. You should just believe people, anybody, when they tell you something, especially, you know, a big accusation like that, folks. And so many men's lives, well, a lot of men's lives have been ruined by false accusations. I have friends that have been falsely accused. Okay? It is not calling me statistically false without providing sources. Chantal, come on. You're going to make a claim? Because I've proven this before, by the way. You give men a bad name. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm not apologizing for that. That's a fact. It is a fact. Alright? Deal with it. Chantal, seeing as you wanted to throw around accusations of misogyny for not, you know, believing all women, you know, which is dumb, is stupid to do that. Alright? I think you're a racist. And I'm going to provide some bits of evidence that I think contribute towards that. And we'll start off with you live streaming a couple of days ago, for example, and then choosing to mod Fatty Gold. But this is the live stream in question, folks, in which he proceeded to give Fatty Gold and a bunch of other people wrenches in the chat.
I have a fupa and I didn't know what had a name. A lot of people have fupas. I want all my ass kissers to be moderators. Mike Deering. Yeah, I see you, Mike. You're another one who's always wrench me. Okay, guys. But don't be beezers. just delete like people who are like nasty and trolls and like annoying spammers and stuff. Anyways, that's my opinion on stuff. I'm allowed to my opinion too, okay? People are allowed their opinions of me all day and night. There's people who have Twitter accounts talking about me, Facebook, wherever, Kiwi Farms, multiple reaction accounts giving their opinions. I'm allowed to give mine, so... Beezin is misbehaving.
But what happened next, of course, and I will answer you. Fatty Gold uploads a video titled We the People, where it's filled to the brim full of content creators, around 6-7 of them, including Shani for Christ, mind you, calling out Charlie Gold or calling out people within the hater community. And none of them actually provide any arguments of substance. You know, the second, I think the biggest content creator in the list was actually the same size as me, so an irrelevant loser like me. You used a bunch of nobodies, I'm a nobody, to make a point. And the point was a fallacy, ad populum fallacy. You even had Shaquifa Jaffa Cake face in the video. Somehow this proves a point. It doesn't. Not a single argument was made in that video as to why people should stop making response videos to people like Amberlynn Reid, Foodie Beauty, Amy's Life Journey, and so on. What I do find interesting, Fatty Gold and Chantal, is that I don't see you complaining about the big commentators, the real commentary community. You know, people like Pyro and Tro and so on, the big content creators on the platform. When their views are low, they tend to make videos about people like Amberlynn Reid and Chantal, because they know it gets views, right? They know it gets views. That's fair enough. I applaud them for doing so. The videos are funny and they're very well edited and well scripted. I don't see you moaning about them, but then again, they are white, aren't they? Huh. Strange that. And if you go to the comment section of that video, you'll actually see a friend of mine, a fellow content creator, Crazy Rene, saying Shani isn't exactly someone whose opinion comes from a good place. And I'm very much inclined to agree. Shani is a bad actor on every single possible level. Fatty Gold's excuse for using her, so it makes a statement. Yeah, it makes a statement that you're more than willing to use a child abuser, a racist, and an all-round scumbag person, demonstrably so, to prove your point. And again, you haven't proven anything, because they're just opinions from a bunch of nobodies. Now, this is a comment that did tickle me somewhat, from Stephanie Ann saying, I love that no one even knows your race because you're racist. Yeah, black people can be racist, darling. Chinese, Asian people, Chinese, Japanese, they can be racist. White people can be racist. The fact that you think that is funny to me. Now, Fatty God replies saying, I know, right? If only they knew. But I see them say black people don't like Charlene are racist too. It's the only card they have to play. Is it now? Well, I won't just dismiss you as a racist. I'll have actual arguments to use against you. I'll demonstrably prove that you're a hypocrite. Give me a moment. Fatty Gold here, proving that they added Shani in the video just to piss people off. And on the same video, you've got Foodie Beauty asking her new little skivvy, her new indentured servant. I'm sure Fatty Gold is just waiting for that shout out. Is that what you're waiting for, Fatty Gold? Is that what you're waiting for? Can you please cover Big as Mikey? Yet again, another black person. Strange. You don't go after Aphrodite's Peach, do you? You don't go after Stacy. Huh. He's the worst. Mikey's terrible. He is terrible. I've known him for a long time. His British accent is fantastic, though. I do like Mikey's response there as well. And of course, Fatty Gold there at the bottom using, well, a terrible argument. Again, shock horror. I think you have a hard-on for Foodie. Again, that's not an argument to use. Oh, you're obsessed with this person. You're obsessed with this person. You're obsessed with this person. No. That's not an argument to use against somebody who criticizes another. It is a fallacy. You're only saying that because you're too dumb to come up with your own counter-argument. How is that e-begging? Fatty Gold, how is this e-begging? Seriously, I'd love to know how this is. You can expect a Patreon rant about my newfound dating life really soon. Announcing that you're going to do a Patreon rant is not what is Callie asking for here? Was she begging? No, she's not. She's not. That's not e-begging. You are reaching as usual. An insult is not ruining someone's life, you complete and utter dribbler, Fatty Gold. Whereas doxing somebody and spreading their dox around, a Fatty Gold, a Chantal, a Shani, that is an attempt to ruin someone's life. The fact that you think this is a gotcha tells me that you quite clearly are using crayons at the age of 20 or 30. And Callie responded to the video in her usual sense. I gotta appreciate the sass. But Foodie Beauty had to rock up in the comment section, didn't she, of course? Shows her class in that comment, lol. Yeah, even though you were spreading docs around, Chantal, and, you know, asking a moron, all-round terrible editor, Fatty Gold, to make these awful videos that don't have a single argument in them yet. They have the worst gotchas. I don't even have to say anything anymore. They trigger themselves. Is she triggered or is she laughing? Are you living in La La Land? She better calm down or her Dollar Tree weave is gonna fly off. Oh, is that a racially based comment again there, Chantal? I don't know. And Callie responding on Twitter. She's not bothered. So, as usual, we're proven right again. Fatty Gold, you don't have any arguments at all. You just don't. You did this with Omegon. And Omegon smashed you in a recent video, exhibition of stupid people. You didn't prove him a hypocrite at all. You've got no arguments. You just got fallacy upon fallacy upon fallacy. You're a terrible editor. And you're a moron. And Chantal, every day you continue to astound me. You've got your little minion there making these awful videos. It looks like Shani did the editing, although, admittedly, like, Fatty Gold has got to be smarter. I don't, I can't give Shani the credit for that editing, because the editing's too good for a dumb ass like Shani. It is odd how Chantal only ever gets annoyed when it's a black content creator who replies to her. But you know what? I'll tell you what, we won't bring the racist argument truly into it. We'll end the video with some real arguments, rather than just dismissing Chantal, shall we? And Fatty Gold, who isn't really worth my time, but yeah. Chantal, you say you don't want negativity and you don't want drama on your channel, and yet you responded to Charlie Gold with a bunch of really bad arguments. Okay, you can do that. That's fine. I say just make the videos and not say you don't want drama on your channel. Your community tab, those posts you've put up, you're just gonna go against. You usually do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love it if you started losing weight and you actually found a place of happiness and you actually stopped flip-flopping and everything. That's what people are calling you out for. But you are a hypocrite. You do lean on people that are, well, terrible, to be honest. They're just awful. You only do it because those are the few people that are on your side. I get what it is to struggle with consistency. I said it at the start of the video. I always did. But I'm going to try and make a concerted effort to try and be as consistent as I can whilst I'm in my current state and slurring my speech and, having my personal health issues that I can't do anything about right now, mind you. So I get it, but you've been doing it for a long time, and yet you're still here doing it and getting really angry about it. You could choose to ignore everybody. You could choose to engage with us. Hell, you could even just choose just to throw it all at us at once. I say do it. Do it. It'd be more entertaining to the vast majority of people if you just got involved in the tea. It would just be more entertaining. You say that you don't want to do the food videos, or you do, but you want to have stuff on separate channels. That's not very helpful towards your food addiction, is it? I mean, I said this earlier. Why don't you just do the dumpster diving videos? I mean, yeah, there's a certain level of danger there, and there's some health issues there as well that I'd be concerned about. But they're more entertaining than just sitting there watching you eat food. I personally don't think that you'll learn, to be honest. I just don't think that you will learn, and you will just continue being an absolute bonkers lunatic. And you'll just keep flip-flopping, and you'll say, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then you'll try it for half an hour, and then you'll just move on to the next like you normally do. But whatever, Chantal. And as for you, Fatty Gold, and the other would-be supporters of Foodie Beauty, as Fatty Gold showed in the video, people like Shaquifa and Shani, you're all morons. Alright, it's not an argument to say, stop picking on her, stop picking on her. No, it's not an argument to do that. They're criticising her. They're criticising Amberlynn Reid. I'm criticising people like Shani. Just because there's some parody and satire, which is a form of criticism in the video, does not mean it is not a legitimate form of criticism. And your little gotchas, right? Your little attempts at calling out hypocrisy, you have yet to be proven correct on those things. But that's all I have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you like Absolute Bonkers. I'm hoping to make it a weekly series, at least whilst I'm off. I'm probably going to talk about this in the community tab at some point, just to kind of outline what I'm doing. Thank you very much if you got this far into the video. I really do appreciate it. Do check out the social links in the description below for things like my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram, all the good stuff. Oh, and by the way, I weighed myself again recently, and I'm 12 stone, 167 pounds, 76 kilograms. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.